Is that free smoke I see? Give me some.
CJ on 32s and you rocking out with free.
The life of Jerry Bear, man.
It's the real Nova 797.
TK's Garage.
You doing a budget, man? You rock with me, you didn't rock with free smoke, baby.
Mess with free smoke heavy.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy CashApp.
Beauty 392B.
This shit out doing free smoke. Hey man, it's your boy, man, reps for real, man.
Free smoke, free smoke.
And you're watching Free Smoke.
Are you watching Free Smoke?
Free Smoke. Free Smoke.
Free smoke. Free smoke. Rocking with free smoke, man. Make sure y'all subscribe.
To the latest podcast on YouTube, Free Smoke.
Make sure y'all tune in to the Free Smoke family,
Free
man.
Smoke.
Yo. Hey, why that intro still making me smile, bro?
Yeah, boy, still can't get over that intro, man. Come on. Shout out to Modern Day Muscle for killing that once again.
Hey,
Man,
and
man.
the sound quality is just like, over the top, man. So it is
Super
crazy,
dope,
bro.
man. Super dope all around, man. But hey, welcome back to Free Smoke, man, home of the automotive news for the culture. And as you guys know, man, Sunday, fun day, man. We go live every single Sunday, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern, 5 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Pacific time, man. And we are in the building. I'm your boy FaTKaT. We got Garage Driven, Modern Day Muscle down below. What's going on, fellas? How you guys doing this fine weekend?
Hey, man, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I had a little busy day yesterday. Washed and waxed the car. Had to give us some TLC. Almost passed out doing it because it's like 90-something degrees out here, you know what I mean? But yeah, I made it through it, man, and I made it to today, man. I slept in a little bit this morning, and hey, here I am now.
That's what's up.
Yo, had a busy weekend, man. Like Garage Driven said, it's so hot you could probably go fry an egg out on the concrete, man. Just crazy.
Yeah, big time facts, man. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I was out like always, man. I was out with my son. Man, had another soccer tournament. We was literally out, man, since Saturday morning. Waking up Saturday today at 6 o'clock in the morning and not coming home until actually I just got home like an hour ago. And yesterday was the same thing, man. Literally all day long, man. It's like 12, 13-hour days out there in the soccer tournaments. And when it's hot, soccer's outside. So we out in the heat. You know what I'm saying? But, it's all good, man. Yo, they brought home the hardware this time around, man. They made it to the finals last tournament to this tournament, man. They brought home the trophy. You know what I'm saying? So it's
nice.
all
Congrats.
good, man. Yeah. Big time congrats, man. So let's go and see who's in, man. But we got Sparky Flores, man. Appreciate you for coming through. Tim Go, Mango, man, what's going on? Also, Jerry, man, what is going on, man? Big time shout out and salute to you. Neil Fenty, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Salute, man. We got Robert Arrington. Appreciate you for coming through, man. Let me see who else we got. Michael Johnson, man. Daryl in the building, man. Free Smoke, finally here on a Sunday again. Yes, sir. Appreciate you for coming through. Yo, man, Beyond Spec. I don't know. Yo, shout out to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? What's going on for 702? Appreciate you, man. Free Smoke, yeah. Yes, sir. In the building. Of course, we got Cali, man. You know what I'm saying? The better half of Garage Driven, you know what I'm saying? Elijah Trice in the building. Alex F in the building, man. Gotti Montana in the building, yo. The list goes on and on and on, man. McKinney Nation in the building.
Alex, hit us up on Free Smoke Official IG.
I bet. Oh, I didn't even see that, man. I'm just flying through the names. Where can I purchase a Free Smoke shirt? There you go. Hit us up on IG, bro. You know what I'm saying? Melly's World in the building. Hey, thanks for catching that, Garage Driven. Melly's World in the building, man. Gentlemen, Melly's World checking in. Appreciate you, man. ZTRD. This the ooh-wee in the building. Man, Lamont Wheeler, man. King DJ Slim. Yo, again, the list goes on and on, man. Of course, we got the real New York as well, man. Working on 4 hardest right now, but listening in. We appreciate you, man.
Damn.
Hey, so let me go ahead and say this, though, man. Yo, I know you guys originally, man, we've been promoting pretty much, well, not all week, but the last couple of days, that Cooley B. Coolin was going to come on the show, man, but unfortunately, circumstances happened, and he could not come on the show. All good, man. He will be rescheduled soon. So, yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. We had a scramble. We was like, ooh, scramble. We called the audible at the line. We was like, kill, 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 kill. Yeah, I don't know if y'all watch sports or not, but that's what happens on football. That's what happens when the quarterback goes up to the line and he wants to change the play because he sees what's going on and it's like, yo, we got to run something else, man. So that's what we did. We scrambled, and of course, man, we hit up. Actually, worked out perfect because this particular person was supposed to come on when we first started the show back in, I think October, November was supposed to come on, and circumstances happened, couldn't come on, and and then they were ready to come back on, but our schedule we're scheduled all the way out for a few months, so we couldn't find the time right now to bring them on. But then this happened, so we hit them up, and she was like, "Yo, I'm there." So it worked out perfect. And actually, I think this is gonna be an interesting one, man. It's gonna be cool for y'all, man, because somebody is very, very she's very, very heavy in the Mopar community, but not here in the United States. So that is, what I'm saying. I think that's gonna be dope to kind of hear what's going on to our friends in the North.
It's definitely a first. Definitely a first.
King of the North. Yeah, I don't know if y'all watch Game of Thrones either, but you know what I'm saying. But anyway,
I'm heavy in Game of Thrones. I'm heavy in Game of Thrones. Bro. I know.
Marlon didn't know what you were talking about. I was like, what?
The North.
Do yourself a favor, go watch Game of Thrones, bro.
Shout out to Game of Thrones. But yeah, man. So our friends to the North, man. She resides in Canada, man. So it's going to be dope to hear. It's going to be interesting to hear everything that's going on up in Canada, man. Canada, I don't know. All right, let me stop.
Lord.
FaTKaT, I don't know that's how Canadians talk, FaTKaT. Stop it.
About to come in here and tell you to log on.
All right, I'm reaching. Okay, I'm reaching.
She about to slap you. She about to slap you through to the computer virtually, bro.
I can say, look, all you guys out there, y'all can't see her, but we can see her in the background, and she's back there rolling her eyes right now. You know what I'm saying? No, she's not. She's not. Man. But anyway, we wasted. We wasted enough time, man. Let's go to bring her in, man, because obviously we want to spend as much time we can with the guests and hear their story and everything else, and try to learn as much as possible, man. So let's go to bring her in. Yo, none other than SRT Jovita in the building. How you doing? Yes. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on the show, guys.
Hey.
And you're actually right. You're actually right. I do say a lot, and you do talk like that.
Okay.
There you go. Exactly.
No, I was just gonna say it's funny because people always say, "Oh, Canadians say this and that," and it's totally true, all of it. You're gonna hear me say it. You're gonna hear me say it like probably. I do.
You say A after like a lot of your like sentences and phrases. Wow. Okay. Right, that's pretty dope.
Crazy.
That's pretty dope. Hey, so y'all owe me $10 each because I'm sure we betted on that. You know what I'm saying?
Now I'm gonna be listening for it. I'm gonna think before I say it.
Right? It's gonna be like a self-conscious thing, you know what I'm saying? But yes, man, SRT Jovita's up in Canada. By the way, must I say, and no shots to anybody else who's been on this show, but I want to say, first thing I'm gonna say is that's probably one of the dopest backgrounds that we've had on this show so far that you got.
It definitely is. It's not one of the dopest. It is the dopest background. Like, well, no one else that came on like that. Stop it.
The only reason why, because I'm thinking, as soon as I said that, I was thinking that Mission Fly also has a dope thing. You know
his background was dope too. Yeah, but this is dope. Yeah.
But that's dope,
this is actually like my diecast collection, and then all my signs, and then like the picture that you see right there is of my old Charger that I had done up by an artist. So it's just like
your background is like that is like interview ready. Your background.
Oh, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I figured it was been the best spot.
That's pretty smooth. Hey, so you know what? So like we do with all the guests, we always like to let the guests themselves introduce, saying themselves or whatever, and whatnot, I should say. Not whatever, but whatnot. So for all of those who don't know, please let everyone know who is and what is SRT Jovita.
Okay, so first off, I just want to let everyone know I didn't have a lot of time to prepare. But as you said, I am from Canada, West Coast, representing BC. So I'm in case you don't know exactly where I am, I'm pretty close to Seattle, like maybe 2 hours from Seattle across the border. And if you guys don't know, because of COVID, the borders are actually closed because usually I do frequent Washington pretty often. So a little bit about me. I've got 2 Mopars, one really badass Mopar, I like to think. It's a 1 of 10 2014 Dodge Charger SRT Super B. And what makes it rare is that it's a white satin vapor edition. So you don't see a lot of white Super Bs. And it's a 2014. So they made them from like 2012 to 2014. And the second car I have is, sorry? Yeah?
I was about to say, you said 1 of 10?
Yeah, 1 of 10. There was only 10 made exactly how that one was ordered.
That's a gem.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
It is. I think so.
Hey, well, I don't want my brother have something like that. He have a yellow SRT, 2017 SRT 392, and I think his was 1 of 8 that was made like that. I think it was 8 or 7 that was made the way his one was made.
Oh, cool.
But there was only 23 made for that entire year, so he's got something like that also similar. Yeah, that's like rare.
So when you say 1 of 10, I don't know if I missed it, but when you say 1 of 10, is that 1 of 10 total or 1 of 10 like in Canada?
Global.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a gem. That's a gem.
Yeah, I think so for sure.
Okay.
And then the second car that I have is an SRT4 Neon. So the SRT4s are kind of, there's not a lot of them. I mean, there is a lot of them out there, probably more in the States. In Canada, we're just kind of starting to resurrect them and find them. They're kind of harder to find. So I have a stage 2, and it's a red one. And I've got actually had 5 of the same car, SRT4 Neon. So they're like the 2.4 liter turbo cars with the wing on the back, if you remember, from like 2003 to 2005. So I had about 5 of them last year that I was rebuilding. I ended up keeping 1, and I have another project that I might reveal to you guys a little bit later in the show.
Nice.
Oh,
nice.
Exclusive. Hey, we like the exclusive.
Yeah, you guys are gonna
love
get.
exclusives.
Yeah, you guys are gonna get the exclusive. Nobody knows about this one yet.
Okay,
Nice.
we like the exclusives. So we appreciate that. So so let's go ahead and get into it. You know what? I'm gonna say something else. So another thing that I always find interesting about Canadians, and it seems to be like Canadians and here in the States, kind of like people from Wisconsin as well. I want to say it's just something I always pick up on certain things, and this is just sidebar. So not only that, you guys say like that, hey, this, that, hey, or whatever. I can't say it right now. Can't say it right now. But also another thing. Another thing that I noticed about you guys, another thing I noticed about y'all, like I said, and for some reason people in Wisconsin as well, or specifically Green Bay, when you guys say like the O's, like your O's are very pronounced, very, I don't know, like it's to us is weird, obviously, foreign, I say. But I heard you say it a couple of times. Instead of saying like about, or whatever you guys say, about or something like that.
It's so funny.
You know what I'm saying?
I always say I don't say that, and then I listen to it, and I'm like, okay, maybe a little bit.
right. That's what I'm saying. So again, that was a sidebar, just something that I always notice. So it's just funny, man. Like I'm hearing you talking.
I know it's funny because when we travel in like stateside, we hear all the different accents too, and you guys don't think you have them either. So it's just different places, right?
Exactly.
But
so go ahead. I was about to say, so tell us about the Super B. Let's hear about that car. Like what kind of modifications do you have done to it? Like, is it all stock, or what's done exactly so the people know?
I haven't really done too much to it. I have the Borla attack on it, which is an axle back. That was the only one that they made for that body style. And then I've got an AFE cold air intake and a bunch of billet technology bling under the hood, and that's really about all I've done to it. I feel like it's kind of perfect the way it is, but one thing that I kind of would love to do one day, and I kind of have it in the back of my mind, is possibly like twin turboing it. Maybe put some headers on it. I don't know.
Wow.
There is one other person that has done it, and I saw on Instagram, Rojo Sniper. he's done that. But nobody in Canada for sure. So that'd be pretty cool, I think.
That'll be the first to have that up there.
Yeah,
And
I think so.
It'll be a sleeper. It'll be a sleeper.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, and I've got that carbon fiber hood on it, which was not stock. And then I upgraded the wheels. But that's really about it. Just fatter tires and aftermarket rims. So yeah, that's kind of all I've done so far.
That thing is super clean though. Like, oh my gosh.
Oh, thank
and
you.
you know what? And a lot of times, you know, when you have such a rare car, you know, sometimes you don't want to do too much to it because, you know, for whatever reason, you don't want to, you know, and because you never know what may or may not devalue a car, especially when there's, you know, when it's a limited, basically production, right? So 1 of 8, you know, or 1 of 10, I should say. Like I said, you don't know what may or may not devalue that later on down the line, you know?
Yeah, so. And it's not a numbered car, but I don't know. I think it's pretty special and pretty cool because how often do you see a white Super B going down the highway, right?
Never.
I haven't seen one locally, so.
I don't think I've ever seen one, to be honest.
Right? Yeah.
I've seen them in like yellow. Yellow was like seemed like it was very common for some reason.
Yeah, for sure. And then the features on the yellow one are a little bit different because mine has a satin vapor package to it. So it came with a few different things. So basically, like the Super B, when they brought it out to market, was like a stripped down version of the SRT, was like more affordable. So you still got the 6.4 392 engine, but they stripped out all the expensive stuff, like the bigger screen, the upgraded suspension, all of that kind of stuff, like the leather seats. So with mine, the satin vapor package, they added a lot of that back, not all of it. So I've got the bigger screen, the leather, the different, not different hood, but different graphics. They wrapped like the hood and the roof and the spoiler, and then the badges are different. So there's a few different things that kind of differentiates my car from, say, a yellow one.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it's kind of cool.
Now we heard you say that you was restoring 4 different SRT4s. Right, you said that's what you said, right? It's 4?
I did, yeah. I had 5, so we did, and then ended up selling them because circumstances changed last year during COVID. But now I'm kind of getting back to getting some of them back. So I kept 1, so it was a stage 1 SRT4, and so I'm always looking, looking. They're kind of hard to find out here.
I was about to say, so now are these are things you're doing yourself, like in your garage, or do you have like an actual shop that you have?
Both. The red one that I drive right now was done all at home garage, pretty much all of it. So it's literally just learning off of YouTube and getting help and just kind of tearing it apart on like a Friday night or a Saturday. And that's kind of the best way to do it because the cars they're not that valuable. Maybe I think on stateside there are a little bit more, but here in Canada, like they're only like a few $1,000s kind of thing you can pick one up for, and then you're just basically rebuilding it. And they are SRTs, right? So a lot of them are crashed or crushed already, right? Because they're so old and people would, they were fast little light cars back in the day, right? So
back in the day, right? Mm-hmm. So I think I wanted to ask that, like, so anybody that follows you on IG, and unfortunately, guys, she doesn't have, at least, actually, no, you do have a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, I do. I haven't put too many new videos up on there yet, but I do have a series that I'm going to be working on soon, and that'll be part of the exclusive that I'll let you guys know about.
All right, guys. Hey, so we're gonna go back. If you're watching right now, it's not in the descriptions. I'm gonna go back. I don't know why I forgot about that, but I'm gonna go back and add the YouTube channel to the description. But her IG is in there right now, man. So make sure you guys go follow her on IG. But for anybody that does follow you on IG already, everybody know, a lot of people know that again, the SRT4s, right? Now here in the United States, the SRT4s back in the 90s, the late 90s, I guess early 2000s were like super popular, right? Like again, they were like the cheap. I don't want to say cheap, but they were like, oh man, SRT4, they sounded good, with the turbos, everybody putting the bigger profiles and everything else. So like, what made you decide to continue to like, find those and restore them and basically keep the SRT4s alive, the SRT4 Neon alive?
Yeah, no, so that's basically it, was just kind of resurrecting them because back in the day, they were the fastest in the Dodge lineup aside from the Viper. Now I think that's pretty amazing, right? At the time, and that's before, the Challengers and Chargers and all of that. And it's part of SRT history, right? So it was just really sad seeing them all being crushed and not taken care of. And I think a lot of people don't realize that they are a high performance vehicle and they need to be taken care of, because a lot of them, like we said, are being crashed and kind of driven really hard and then just sort of left to sit for years and years. And then they just ended up getting, put in the junkyards and that. So that's kind of just what I wanted to see. I want to see them back on the streets again, right? Because it was like
I was gonna say, even here in the States, like, when I see one on the road, it's like, oh, SRT4.
Whoa,
like, you don't see them anymore. They become that rare. So it's like,
No, for
you're
sure.
doing
And they're
that.
like
That's a dope thing. Yeah. So.
And they're like the original sleeper car. Because like if you see one of those and you're in your Charger 392 or whatever, even like a Mustang, an older Mustang, and that thing gets you, you're gonna be just like, what was that?
Yeah. So
and
what you're saying is.
So many modifications that you can do to those cars too. Like it's like the easiest car to learn to work on and even to drive. Like I actually learned how to drive manual on one of those cars. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool because, like I said, that you just don't see them anymore. And say back in the day, like I said, when you see now, you was like, oh man, it's the SRT4. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of cool that you're trying to keep those alive because again, even here in the United States, like Garage Jim said, you do not see them. And if you do see them, you're either going to see them in two conditions here in the United States. Either somebody has one and they're like fully like race built, right?
Yeah.
For the track. Or they are completely beat up, like some like old mom don't even know what she's driving. Is like half the doors like falling off, and
a lot of the ones
like three different colors.
They're really rusty here because of all the rain we get. Right, we're just like Seattle, so everything's rusty. But I think they survived a bit better in stateside because of the drier weather. Like. They made them in Mexico also, and like Arizona, California. I've seen lots on IG from California, so it is cool to see them. And I think they do like a really big meet out in Florida every year. Well, they used to, obviously because of COVID, it got canceled. But it's really interesting to see them all come together. And they had a lot of special editions too, which you guys might not have known. They have an ACR, and they had a commemorative edition also. Wow. So just like the Vipers and like say the Viper truck, right? They had a commemorative edition, and they had an ACR, so it's pretty cool.
Wow!
I didn't know they had an ACR Neon. That's crazy. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say you need to start a hashtag on Instagram. Save the Neon. Save the Neon.
Save the SRT4 Neon.
SRT4 Neon.
There's a difference. The regular neons.
There definitely is a difference.
The regular neons, we're good on those, but the SRT4, yes.
So the regular neons is what we call the parts cars because a lot of the parts you can pull off like the interior stuff.
Cars.
You see, when you see them on the road, you're just like parts car. I see you.
Wow, that's funny. But hey, so we definitely love the work that you're doing with that. Like I said, anybody that follow her, if you don't follow her, please go follow her on IG, man, and you can see what she has going on, and it's pretty dope to see the work that goes into that. But to switch a little bit, so you're also, if I'm not mistaken, you're also a president of a car club, correct?
Yes, that's right.
So if you go ahead and state the name of the car club first.
Okay, it's called Canadian Mopar Club, or CMC. And I guess I'll give you a little brief thing about it. I started it about I'm gonna say like 6 years running now. We have about 2,000 members across Canada. We even have members from all over actually too. So it's pretty cool. I started it by myself 6 years ago, and it's just kind of grown into this huge community across Canada. And locally is probably our biggest following. And we do like special events and we do meets. The website is down right now, unfortunately, because I didn't have anybody to run it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's kind of neat to see this little thing that I started years ago, into this whole movement. And there's people like from all over Canada, even in like the States and all over, that send me messages and say that they follow me or they've seen my videos or, they join the club. So it's pretty neat.
Yeah, that is crazy. So you're like the head of this thing. Like you started it all. Like
yeah.
we're talking to the queen of Mopars right now in Canada. That's what I was doing.
Exactly.
That's what's up, man.
The queen in the north.
Yeah.
The queen of the north. Yeah. Do you guys watch Game of Thrones up in Canada? I don't know.
Yeah, we do.
That's what I'm talking about.
Anyway,
I should throw in an A.
Yeah, as I'm saying.
Hey.
Did you watch Game of Thrones tonight, eh?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
No, that's exactly how we would have said it too.
I'm sorry, but anyway, so we go up to Canada and we run into like some Mopars and they want to get in trouble. We were like, hold on, yo, we cool with SRT Jovita. You know what that is? Yeah. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Like, yeah, exactly. So no, but kind of running through, run us through if you don't mind. Like kind of like the culture up in Canada. Obviously, it's gonna be a lot of references to Canada because we literally know nothing about it. And I've never been to Canada, to any parts of Canada I want to go, but I've never been up there. So I don't know. Have you guys ever been to Canada?
Yeah, I've been to Canada. I actually have family in Brampton.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Okay, yeah, so that's the other side. Yeah, the other side of the country. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like literally the other side. I've been to Ontario also. Yep. So.
Yeah, SRT Jovita. She's from the west side.
Yeah.
But kind of running through, kind of especially like in your area, like what is the culture, like the Mopar culture in Canada? Like how is that?
I would say the Mopar culture has been growing for years and years and years, and it's been getting bigger and bigger. There's a lot of clubs out there now too. And it's kind of the same, I think, as the States, maybe not as big, but we do, the same thing. We do the car shows, we do the car meets, we do cruises. We drive to, other provinces, like you guys call them states, we have provinces. And we drive across to like Washington and go to different shows. SEMA, like I go to SEMA every year, which is in Vegas. So we're kind of intermingling the two. But I think it's kind of the same. I mean, I feel like everybody's modifying their cars, and everybody's got the newest of the new.
Because literally, like here in the States, man, like every 5 minutes, you literally not even 5 minutes. Every minute you look, you see a Charger just up and down, man. Like the Charger is just like the thing in the U.S. right now. Like everyone has one. It's just like the it car. Is it the same in Canada right now? Like.
Yeah, you know what?
I know you guys don't get as much cars, right? You guys only get like a certain amount. Like
you know
Canada,
what?
right?
I'm gonna have to say no. You're right. It's not as big, but because I'm Mopar, I notice all of them all the time, right? And I actually work for a dealer as well, like a Mopar dealer. So I see them every single day, but I think the majority that's on the streets that I see every day is I'm going to say it's probably non-Mopar. But having said that, there are a lot of big collectors out here that have huge car collections and that sort of thing. Obviously, me being one of them, all Mopar. I'll probably never own a non-Mopar product.
Wow.
But yeah, I think there's like probably a lot more other brands out on the street than here. But Mopars are definitely the coolest. I mean, I gotta say the Chargers and Hellcats and all that stuff that we have out here are pretty cool too. So
is that like go ahead, FaTKaT.
No, I mean that's what I was going to ask. Because like I said, because I don't know, like in Canada, being at least over there, like obviously the most Mopars, I should say, as far as scat packs and above or whatnot, like the big
Mhm,
V8 and things of that nature. I'm like, I guess that's what I'm asking. Like, is that like cool to have, or is it like, oh man, you're like polluting the environment? Because Canada's environment is way better than ours, right? So
Oh
like
yeah.
down here we don't care. Like the bigger the engine, the more
Smoke.
smoke and fuel you could burn, like the better. So it's like
All of that.
it's like,
All of that. The blacker the smoke, the better.
exactly,
Yeah.
the better. So it's like,
Yeah,
how is
I
that
think
looked at over there?
I think in the Mopar community, definitely that is the way to go. Bigger engine, louder exhaust. That's definitely in the Mopar world. But if you're non-Mopar, yeah, obviously it's frowned upon. And then like we get, we call them VIs, or like vehicle inspections, I think, or it's like a ticket basically for a loud exhaust or tint, or if you don't have a front plate, all that kind of stuff is frowned upon. Everybody still does it, but we are a little bit more strict out here. And then like stunting on the streets, and like I don't know exactly where in the States, but I've seen videos where they like close down a whole intersection or the highway, and they're doing like donuts and stuff. And like,
Like, do you see that?
We don't partake in that. I'm sorry.
yeah, no, yeah,
nor do we
don't,
condone
definitely
that, I should
don't.
say.
Yeah, we
But
definitely don't either. But here the penalties are a lot higher. So yeah.
Okay, so let's say we were to take a trip to Canada, right? To your part of Canada, and we went to a Mopar meet. Like is that something that we could see? Like, hey, people burning out, people doing donuts, sliding, as we like to call it now. Like
Yeah,
is that
on
things that happen up
if
there
you
as well?
go for my personal club cruises and meets, I'm gonna say no, but people will peel out and do like a little burnout as they're leaving. But other Mopar meets, and like we have like mixed car meets as well, for sure. People are always making that free smoke.
I like that.
I like that. I like that.
But yeah, I mean, let's face it. What do you buy a V8 or anything with a supercharger on it these days? That's rear-wheel drive.
You gotta light them up.
Exactly. So that's what everybody does here. Everyone.
Don't get it twisted. We'll light the tires up, but we're not gonna slide and all. I'm not gonna block no intersection or do it nowhere crazy like that.
Yeah,
There's no way.
I feel like as long as it's in a safe place where there's not a lot of people,
light
go
them
nuts.
up.
Yeah,
exactly.
And that's what happens usually on like the cruises. They'll find like a big empty parking lot where like, trailers or trucks pull into that's empty, and then they'll do it there, but definitely not on the streets. But yeah, you could probably expect to see it if you went to a big meet where there's like probably like 40 or 50 cars kind of thing.
So now, is there another? I was about to ask, is there another Mopar in the future for you? Like anything you're looking at? Maybe like a Hellcat or Red Eye? Maybe is that something that you're thinking about in the future?
You know what? I really am into like the special editions, because I really like to have something that you don't see a lot of.
That you don't see.
Yeah, so like a Hellcat Daytona would be pretty cool because those are numbered.
Yeah.
And maybe like, because you always see like out here, the ones that we had got a lot at the dealers were like the B5 blue with the white. So I'd probably do like the white with the blue decals, or maybe the black.
Nice
yeah,
one. I like that.
Right?
Yeah.
So something a little bit different like that, or if they come out with a different special edition, I think that'd be really cool. But I do really love the wide body Chargers. So something like that, and it's definitely going to be Charger. I'm gonna have to say.
Oh yes, thank you,
Modern
day muscle.
Let me tell you something. I got a 2018 Daytona 392, and I love the wide body so much that I decided just to buy. I bought all the parts from Dodge. And wide bodied my car myself. Like I had it done myself.
Yeah, I was actually looking at that, and I was like, they definitely did not make a wide body at that year.
and that color doesn't exist neither for a wide body. They do have the smoke show now, but not Destroyer Gray. So,
no, that's right.
Yeah, so
that's
it's like
actually one of my favorite colors.
So now my car's literally. Yeah, he got Destroyer Gray challenge, and that's what he talked about. So now my car has become like one of one. Like no one has it around. Like when I'm around, no one else is gonna pull up with a wide body Destroyer Gray Charger. So I'm happy. I'm content where I'm at for now.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
So let me ask you, if you don't mind,
Mhm.
kind of switching a little bit from the big cars to the little cars. So again,
Yep.
if anybody follows you on IG, they know that you are an avid, big time collector of the diecast cars.
Okay, yeah,
And,
yeah. I am.
collection, right? So,
Mhm.
and I mean, you even do like lives and of new cars that you get or going, and whatnot. So
Mhm.
let's talk about that. And actually, I don't know if your phone is, if you can move around with your phone, but one, what got you into, into collecting, those cars, the diecast cars, and also as well, if you don't mind, after you do that, if you could pick up your phone, let's show the world like some of your most prized possessions as well.
Okay. Yeah, so basically it was just meeting all these different people in the car world, and being in the car world exposed me to so many different hobbies. Like obviously modding our vehicles was one of them. That was one of the big ones that got me into it, and that's one of the reasons why I started the club. And then going to like the SEMA show in Vegas every year and meeting, tons of cool people. And so the diecast cars was one of them as well. So I started buying them and creating this collection. And I started like years and years ago. And I was just like starting off with something like this, like just a little Hot Wheels, right? Everybody loves Hot Wheels. It's like the cheapest hobby that you can get into, and then it just turned into this huge collection. And I actually started selling them as well, just to like feed my addiction and like pay for my collection, and then I could find all the cars that I wanted. So that's kind of just how it started, and it just snowballed into like this big thing. So it's
Into
kind
an
of
addiction.
crazy. Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, listen,
Pretty much.
I always
Pretty
say,
much.
I always tell my wife, my car stuff, being addicted to what I love. Hey, I could be doing drugs. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing drugs. Be happy. There
Yeah,
could be worse
it's
things I could be
true.
addicted to. So, like, loving cars, you cannot go wrong. Like, loving anything about cars, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, and they say that the Hot Wheels addiction is like the cheapest hobby you can get into, because it started off at like what 25 cents, and now it's like
Yeah.
$1.50 at Walmart. And then there's all different brands out there too, and they actually like remake cars, like people's cars, and they have like customs. So like any of your guys' cars, I know a lot of guys that will make that into a little car or a bigger one, and you can, when you're doing a car show, you pop your hood and you put that car, and it's like a replica of what you have, which is pretty cool. So there's there's a lot of different facets of that
I was about to say,
hobby.
can they make it? Can they make it like lowered on air ride, like it's sitting low?
You know what? They Hot Wheels just made an Impala with working suspension.
Get out of here!
Swear to God, you could lift it. Yeah, it was really cool. There's a lot of cool stuff that they can do nowadays. There's even cars where the interior is so detailed, it has like seat belts and carpet, and the steering actually works too.
They don't turn to the
So do you have like a prized possession, one that something that you would never ever let go? Like, what is your most prized possession when it comes to your diecast?
Well, first of all, I'll probably never let go of any of them. There's just so many. I'd have to like get up and kind of like walk around a little bit and show you guys if you want to see.
Take us with you if you can.
I'm gonna grab this one and show you this. So this is the General Lee, which you guys know, right?
Right.
So this is actually from 81.
Wow.
1981. Wow. This thing is still alive, and I have one that's like played with too, so it's pretty cool. Like, and it's like the same thing, like resurrecting these cars that you played with when you were kids. You can actually still find them. So, and they're a really good investment too. So, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna walk behind the camera here and then just kind of show you guys what I got.
Sure.
Okay. I'm not gonna be able to see it because I have the selfie camera thing going. So, just gonna show you
first.
Yeah, come down a little bit down, a little bit more down. Yep, there you go.
Good?
I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right around there.
Yeah. So that's just a little bit of what I have. So this is all like my open, all my loose cars. And then I have like some dioramas set up. I don't know if you can see them.
Hold on, let me check something. I'm wondering if I can put her full screen.
Can you see them?
Yeah. No, hold on. Hold on, modern day.
Yeah, no, I can't.
I might have to flip the camera or something, but see if I can go a bit closer.
We
Can
got
you see
you.
that?
Yeah, now it's full screen for us. Yeah,
nice.
everyone can see it now.
Yeah, so you can see like it's a little diorama with like.
Is that an SC? No, that's a Viper.
That's a Viper, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was like a
That's
Lexus. I'm like, hold on. Yeah, damn, that's clean.
Yeah. Right? And then there's
look at this. Wait. I'm sorry.
Go back
to the Viper.
I like the organization.
Look at this setup here. Like, that's crazy. The hood off.
There's like a lift, and yeah, it's pretty cool, right? And like the hood.
That's nuts.
Oh wow.
And then there's an SRT 4 right here getting worked on. Some of the stuff is kind of, but yeah, there's a graveyard cars and there's a little gas station. And so, yeah, these are just like all my loose cars. And then if I like go back a bit further, you can kind of see the cabinets. And these are just 2 cabinets. I have more than these cabinets. So yeah, there's quite a bit. I'm going to put this back here now.
That is great.
Yeah, so there's quite a bit that I have. And then I have like on the other side. So this is actually my living room and my kitchen kind of. This is where I have everything. So I have like my hood up on the wall and another cabinet underneath. And then I've got like a lot of like race vehicles. And actually, if my place was a little bit neater, I wanted to show you guys my coffee tables is actually my stock wheels and tires. Stacked up, all 4 of them, with glass on the top. Yeah, and it's actually on my Instagram if you can find the photo on there. But yeah, so
I was going to ask. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say my table right now is actually a VP racing barrel. That's what I'm using right now.
So you are like the ultimate. Don't take it the wrong way, but you're like the ultimate car chick. You're
really
heavy into cars.
So. Yeah, it's like in every aspect of my life. So and it's all over my house, and yeah.
That's dope.
That's
awesome. Pretty cool. And I was going to ask you about your tables too, because I think I did see that on Instagram, maybe about a month or so ago, 2 months ago, when I think you posted it on there as far as when you were doing it. So that was pretty cool.
So actually the last time I was going to be on the show, I actually had to move like very suddenly. So I moved into this new place, this place that I'm at now, and I didn't have a coffee table. And I had my wheels and tires, the stock ones, because they have this like special finish on them. They're like the satin vapor wheels off the SRTs. And I didn't want to put them into storage because there's been a lot of theft in this building and whatever. So I kind of just like placed them in front of my couch, and then I was like, wait a minute, I got an idea. Let's just stack them up and get a piece of glass and put them on top, and yeah, there you go. And it looks awesome, and I don't think anybody has it.
It's got to work. Now, also, so it has the tires on it, right? Still, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the tires will help grip the glass anyway.
The glass,
so yeah. That's perfect.
Yeah. It looks really cool.
I gotta go look
that
up on
the
IG.
rim. Yeah, and then in the rim, I just put like underneath the glass, like in the middle where the center cap is, I just put like a little car in there so you could see through the glass. So yeah, just a little personal touch.
Man, that is crazy. Like I'm gonna say this in the nicest way possible. Do not take offense to it, but I do think you might have a slight little. It's a great problem to have, but you are definitely. You definitely are like, really like addicted to everything car. But again,
it's true.
There could be so many other things in the world that that you could be addicted to. So that's definitely not a bad thing. But that's pretty cool, So I guess at this point, I know you said that we might have a little exclusive that.
Oh, yes.
We didn't forget. You were like, "Oh man, I forgot about that." I think I kind of changed my mind.
You know what?
Are you guys ready?
Hold on. Before we start that, I got one more question. I saw in the comments, my brother did ask a question about the Dodge Charger being the #1 stolen car in America. Now, is that a thing in Canada also? Are those cars like being stolen frequently, or you guys don't have that issue there?
I don't think it's as big. No,
Okay,
I don't think it's as big.
So you guys are safe leaving your car outside, because here, well, I mean, I can leave my car outside where I live at.
You
but,
know what?
You know,
It depends on what neighborhood, but yes, it's pretty. It's okay here. Yeah,
so it's
not
okay.
too bad.
All right, cool. That's what I want to know. All right, so let's get on with this surprise that we got. This exclusive.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Okay, so I kind of touched upon the ACR. I gave you guys a little hint earlier. So my next project is an SRT for neon ACR. So these cars are even more rare than a regular SRT4. Like you said, you guys never heard of them, right? So, and this one is Orange Blast. That's the color. So if you look it up, Orange Blast SRT4 ACR. It was kind of like a garage find, not a barn find, but a garage find. So this thing is like in mint condition. It's sitting in someone's garage for years and years and years. And it needs a little bit of work because it's been sitting for so long. So I was thinking of making a series out of it and starting to rip it apart and do stuff. And then you guys can follow the progress of the project. And it's actually a stage 2 car too. Yeah, that's exactly it pretty much. I think that's just a regular SRT4, not the ACR, but it's going to pretty much look just like that. And this thing is going to be quick. It's a stage 2, so it's going to be super fast, and it's going to be amazing. So I'm pretty excited about that.
So do you already have it in your possession?
Yes. Yeah.
Next question is are we going to be able to see it?
Yeah. It's going to be soon. I'm working on because it needs some a transmission work, so I'm going to be taking it to a shop pretty quick, and then we're going to do like a reveal video, and then I'll let you guys know when that is.
Okay. All right. So I won't. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I did a video on the SRT4s that I had previously, and it's on my YouTube, so you'll see like what I had, and then yes, you will see. Yeah, I think that one is. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly it right there. So with those BBS rims.
I was about to say, does the ACR neon, does it have like some sort of like? Because I see there's like a badging on the side. Does that say ACR on the side?
Yeah, yes. That's right. Yep.
I was about to say, you know what? I think I might have seen that before on a neon before, like, years ago.
Yeah.
But I never,
yep,
I never paid it. Yeah, I've never paid it no attention really what it was.
I think there's only about 50, I want to say, of those ones made. I'm not quite sure.
I was about to say, now I'm going to be looking at every neon I ever see. I'm going to be looking for that badge on the side.
Yeah, see if it's a special edition. So yeah, I think that's going to be really cool for people to see it go back onto the road and drive around. Yeah, that's it right there. It's going to be good.
So how was so going back to like like the culture and all that stuff up in Canada, and I know you guys like I said, you guys have a lot of members and a lot of people that are into the Mopar scene in the Mopar world. But like down here in the I guess it depends on where you're at in the United States. But like here where we're at in Florida, which is the East Coast, obviously, of the United States, like COVID is it's still mentioned here and there or whatnot. Everybody still knows about COVID, but when it comes to like car shows and car meets and anything cars, or just anything period, but specifically talking about the car world, like we're pretty much doing whatever we want. Where there's meets and greets and car shows, actually even in the Midwest too. I mean, there's a bunch of shows and meets up in the Midwest going on as well.
Right.
Like, how are things in Canada right now? Like, is the car scene getting back on par or back on track, or is everybody still kind of,
Actually, no, it's actually pretty bad right now. Ontario, the other side of the country, they're actually on lockdown, so they can't even go and do anything. Like if they go to like say Walmart, they can't go and get anything but groceries, and then they have to go straight home. So where I'm at, we're not on lockdown. We're okay, but we're not allowed to have large gatherings over, I think it's like 20, 25 people or something like that. So it's not even possible to have a meet because you always have so many people show up. and then you get fined, right?
Mm.
So I haven't been able to have a meet since I'm going to say last summer. So we haven't had anything in the way of meets. Car cruises, some people are getting away with because you're in your cars and you kind of meet up. And as long as you're not standing around in a big group, it's okay. But we're hopefully on the, we're going upwards and hopefully the restrictions will be lifted. But yeah, unfortunately, really, we can't have any meets or car shows or anything. So it's been a long time coming and people are getting really tired of it. So I think people are starting to just, like you said, just do whatever you want because, it's the weather is nicer and we want to bring our nice cars out. I already insured my car for the season. So yeah, it's getting there. It's getting time.
Yeah, like I said, down here it's probably been, probably the later part of 2020, especially when 2021 came around. People were like, "Look, man, enough is enough," and even a lot of the states, I think, start to loosen up some of the, some of the rules and regulations. I think some of the West Coast might have been still a little bit more, locked down on what they were doing, or a little bit more careful. But from the East Coast to the Midwest, they relaxed a lot of those, like I said, rules and regulations, and people have been getting out there and meeting up and doing whatever. But we did that at first too. 2020, especially early 2020, we were doing, hey, we can't be together, so let's just do a cruise. So we would get together in one area, and then we would, 50, 60 cars going down the highway or expressway or whatever you call it.
Yeah. Well, we actually have like another restriction that they just added, and we're not supposed to be traveling unless it's essential. So if you get caught at like a random stop, and they ask you where you're going and you're not supposed to be going there, then they send you back. And if you don't comply, you get a ticket. So it's getting harder and harder to do things out here.
Serious. Yeah, that's serious, man.
Yeah, and we can't even, we can't even go across the border into Washington either. And just to give you an idea, like our casinos are all closed. Our gyms are open, but anything organized like, I don't know, like CrossFit or something like that, a lot of that's closed. All our clubs are closed. Our restaurants are actually closed. They're only open for like outside dining. So if there's a patio. So it's pretty serious. Everybody's, like I said, everyone's getting pretty tired of it though, because there's only so much you can do, at home or just drive around by yourself kind of thing. So I think we're going to have to figure something out with the club because we've kind of been stagnant since last summer, and that's a little bit long for a club to not have an organized meeting or something. So we're actually thinking about what we could do, and I don't know. We have to do like a big Zoom call or something.
I know, right?
An
online car meet.
Yeah, an online car meet or something. Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it's pretty frustrating, especially being the president of a car club, that you can't even put things together and things like that. So
it's also because the liability too. Like I know there's a lot of like sort of non-clubs that are still doing things, but for liability reasons, like I would be fined. So I can't really do that. And I also don't want to put anybody at risk as well because of all the new variants that we have now too. So until we're a bigger population, percentage of the population is vaccinated, we can't do anything car-wise, unfortunately, but hopefully soon.
Now,
so you know what? Oh, go ahead, Garage.
I was about to ask you, like, so I know you spoke about wrenching in the garage. Now, you do a lot of that stuff yourself, like all this work on your car that you do.
Not all of it. Not all of it. I definitely do have a lot of help. And I did sell my house last summer, so I don't have my own garage. So I'm going to be leveraging a local dealership, and then I'm going to work with them, but also work on some of the stuff myself.
Nice.
But and like I said, YouTube is a huge teacher for a lot of that stuff.
So is that where, like, did you just have the idea to like do certain things yourself, and you just went on YouTube, or like, is there someone that used to work on cars or something, maybe a father or whatever, prior back in the day where you kind of seen it and, became to have that love for it?
Yeah, so my grandfather was a mechanic for many, many years, pretty much his whole life. And then my dad was always kind of wrenching on cars and, doing the car flipping, buy a car, fix it up and sell it. So, I'm one of four girls in my family, so I was kind of like the son. So I was always helping my dad with everything. So yeah, that's definitely where a lot of the mechanical side and the interest in cars came from. But my dad's not into Mopar. He's like more import, and I'm more Mopar. So yeah.
He's probably like, "What is wrong with you?"
I don't know.
That's not the way I raised you.
They say you can't pick your family, right?
I raised you better than that.
Yeah.
So for someone that's watching, now, and they want to get into the car game or start their own club, what advice could you give, in terms of that?
In terms of starting your own club, I would say, I think a lot of people start clubs because they think it's going to be fun and it's going to be cool and whatever. And for the most part, it is. But there's a lot more involved with starting a club because we see a lot of them start up and, they'll do the shirts and the decals and all that and have a couple meets and then it just dies down. And I think Canadian Mopar Club has stood the test of time because we've been around for so long. And I mean, literally when you're driving on the streets, you see the sticker on a car. I pretty much see one every day. So I think it's really cool to see a respected club that's in the community. And we do lots of community outreach work as well. So I think we're kind of, like a pillar in the community. And I'm pretty proud of what we've started. But yeah, definitely if you want to be, not just even starting a club, but if you want to be part of it, I think it's the best way to meet people and to get into the scene. Either join one, start one, go to online forums, even meeting people on Instagram. I've met so many people all over the world through YouTube and Instagram that I never would have dreamed I could have met. So I think it's a really amazing culture that we've started here.
Hey, look at that! Okay. You're here with us just because of Instagram. That's one of the main reasons. Instagram. Look at that.
It's
you know what
totally
I'm saying?
True. It's so true. Yeah,
that's
for
what's
sure.
up, man. We appreciate you coming over.
So SRT Jovita, I have actually, if you don't mind, I have 3 questions for you.
Okay.
I know we're coming up on the hour. The first question I'm gonna ask. Somebody's knocking on the door somewhere.
Somebody's knocking on the door.
There's someone working on their unit above me, unfortunately. Sorry. What's so funny? It only started as soon as we went live, and I was just like, "Oh, they picked the worst time."
It's all good.
So I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that's watching, or there's a few people out there that's watching right now.
Yeah.
And Chihuahua. And don't you have a Chihuahua, don't you, Garage Driven?
Yeah, actually, he's a part Chihuahua, and he's an all Mopar dog. He only rides in Mopars.
That's awesome.
So I know there's a few people in here right now, and they might be wondering, and because I know it might be a question. So if you don't mind, I'm asking you one personal question, if you don't mind. If you don't want to answer it, you don't have to. But for the people that are wondering, because we know you're Canadian, but what is your ethnicity?
Oh, okay. So my folks are originally from Fiji Islands, so Fijian Canadian.
Nice.
Wow.
Cool.
That's so that's in the South Pacific. If you don't know exactly where that is, it's near Australia and New Zealand. It's kind of in a circle chain. So South Pacific. So we're islanders.
Okay. That's Fijian. That's dope.
Yeah,
Fiji water.
I'm about to say I've never met anyone from the Fiji Islands, so I guess I haven't met you, but virtually I have met you.
Oh, there's a
that's
first
pretty cool,
thing.
though.
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, same for me as well. That's, so cool. That's awesome.
Oh, cool. Nice.
So now the next question I'm gonna ask you.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to ask you, and I think I already know the answer to this, so I don't really want to ask you. I think I already know the answer to this question.
Okay.
But I have to ask you because we ask all the guests.
Mm-hmm.
Apple, Apple or Android?
Android.
Oh!
You know, oh, thank you. For some reason, I swear I thought I seen Apple pods in your ear, but Android.
No, actually, they're these Samsung ones.
Oh,
So yeah, I'm Android.
Hey, look, you are good with me. Thank you, Android. Team Android
0.1.
all day. Team Android all
Damn it.
day.
Okay,
Look,
so how many Androids we have on here? I know the one that
Just
one
one.
here
This
that turned up.
one Android. This guy. This one Android.
just me.
We're Apple. Me and this guy's
Hey,
Apple.
Oh, so we're 50-50. We're 50-50 now.
Yeah, we're 50-50. But let me tell you,
Yo, in my
always
defense-
got some type of issues.
Okay,
whoa,
okay.
whoa.
You guys always got
Hold on.
issues.
I'll say, my defense, I am a designer outside of YouTube, and the industry is Apple, so that's why I'm a big Apple advocate.
I just
No,
love
it's all
Apple.
good, yeah.
Let me
I
tell
hear
you
ya.
something.
I hear
I was
ya. You guys
Android. I was
definitely have a
Android.
market.
Listen, I was Android for a long time, and then I decided one day I was like, you know what, man? I was getting a new phone. I was like, I'm gonna try Apple. My wife kept telling me, and I did it, and I never went back. So you guys should try it one day.
Hey, listen.
Well,
SRT
okay.
Joe-
I mean, for like the iPads and maybe like the desktop PC, I could see that, but I'm not ready to switch the phone over just yet.
Hey, listen, Jovita. Is Jovita your actual name, if you don't mind me asking?
Yep.
It is. So, Jovita, look, I'm gonna tell you, don't be pressured by these guys down here. We do not need to be, suckered into being in the Apple cult. That's what I called it. I literally call it a cult. Now, they do got
It's
good
really
products.
not so bad. He makes it seem like it's awful. It's really not that bad.
I respect Apple for what they are. They make great products, but at the end of the day, it's literally like people that have Apple products. It's like it's like Apple or nothing. Like like they look at you like you're like beneath them if you have like anything other than Apple. So that's why I say it's like a cult to those people.
Hey man, Apple keeps you healthy, bro. Apple keeps you healthy.
An apple a day.
But a lot of those apples are rotten. Man. That's what you guys have. Oh man, my pods don't work. Oh, my phone this. Oh, my computer messed up. Like, oh, I can't download this. Oh, I can't get that app.
That's what y'all love.
Always
Android users just love the illegal download. That's what y'all like.
Y'all like the pirate movies and all that.
Hey, but what about the cameras though? The camera quality on the Samsung has been like better than Apple for years and years. Maybe you guys just caught up now though, right?
Yeah, we
like
just caught up.
We just caught up.
The 11 and 12 is when we just caught up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The stovetop joint.
Hey, so listen. So I am pleased to know that even up in Canada, our friends to the north, the Queen of the North is Team Android. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. But hey, so as far as we said, getting all the free stuff. Exactly, that's what we do. Hey, so so I know it's kind of hard right now, but like, what are some of the plans? Obviously, then you got your car. I mean, you got your project now with the ACR and things like that. But what are some of your other like big plans and goals for 2K21? Before the year is up. Obviously, you guys are pretty still strict on COVID related things, but other than that, what are some of your big goals for 2K21?
That's kind of a hard one. I mean, I think one of the biggest things is to get that ACR on the road because it deserves to be on the road and driven because it was put in a garage for so long. And I mean, other than that, I think it's just going to be starting the club back up again and returning everything back to normal because I think everybody's been in this like bubble for so long. We just got to get out and make that free smoke.
That's right.
Hey, I like the way you keep it. You know what? I think that's actually we'll get with you after. We have to. We do. You know what? I didn't even know if we'll get with you after. We have something we have to send you, something very special that we have to send you that we send all our guests. Hopefully, there's no issues with it going across the border as far as sending it. But we'll get with you afterwards in the DMs and get the information we need, and then be able to send that out to you. But other than that, like again, we greatly appreciate you coming on, especially at short notice today. And kind of all fell into place because we, like I said, you guys don't know she was supposed to come on a few months ago, but again, circumstances did not allow that. So, and the fact that you came on today at short notice, like I said, we greatly appreciate that.
Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you. It was my pleasure.
And to give kind of some people some insight on your world and also, the Mopar world in Canada. I don't think we really know, too much about it. Like obviously we might hear about it or we see some of it on IG, but we don't really know about it. And the only other, as far as I might be mistaken, but the only other really big social media presence that we have of Canada, as I'm sure you know, is DDE.
Right.
Sure
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, they're local to where I'm at. So.
Oh, are they?
Oh, nice.
Yep. Cool. Yep, they are.
Oh wow. Yeah. So okay. So I think that was going to be my last question. Well, for me anyway. They're so that's kind of crazy that you said that they're actually local to where you're at. So, and I know they've been kind of, at least seeing some of their videos. I know they've been kind of frustrated as well. It's like not because a lot of their content was obviously in California. So being they're local. Like how is, and I don't know if you know them or if you see them a lot, but like how is that dynamic as far as seeing them around town or things like that, or do they come out to certain events a lot now, especially if they can't come out of the country?
Well, because they're more the exotics, that we don't like, our two worlds really don't collide too much, and they're quite a few hours away. But I actually wanted to go up and see where they're at and maybe see if we could work a collab or something, because I think it's kind of also neat when Mopar meets something else, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like collabing all the different car scenes, because the car scenes are so different out here. There's like, like the tuner cars and, the Mopars, and there's just so many different facets. But I think it's really interesting when they all come together. So yeah. It'll be interesting to see in the next couple months if our restrictions are lifted, what happens, because I think everyone's just going to kind of go wild. So we'll see what happens.
That's kind of how it happened down here. As soon as they kind of relaxed a little bit of those restrictions, people went crazy. I mean, you see some people with masks, some people with not, but definitely there's a lot of people out and about for sure.
Yeah, I think one of the first things I'm going to do is probably fly into the US and like let's see what you guys are doing out there, because I kind of miss it. I was always in the US hanging out all the time, but it'd be kind of cool to do a road trip out to like California or something, and see what the car scene's like out there.
I know SEMA is happening this year for sure, supposedly. It was supposed to happen last year also. I was actually invited by a dude that sponsored me for Detail Supplies, so I was I was invited to him to go to SEMA with them. But it got canceled last year. So he did invite me to come again this year. So I don't know. I might go this year. I'm not sure yet. I got a lot going on, but I'm trying to make that trip also this year to SEMA.
Yeah, it's so amazing. If you can go, honestly, I would go. And even if you don't have tickets to go inside, there's parts of it that you could see on the outside, which is still worth it. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. I can't wait. Hopefully this year it's still on and our restrictions are lifted and we can actually travel.
Fly out.
Nice.
So it'll be good.
Definitely.
So what do you actually, I know I said I had 3 questions. I lied. I got one more. So I know you said, you might do a road trip out here. And I know you said you had the Super B, you have, the SRT4. But I know in the wintertime, a lot of, again, following on IG, you park a lot of those cars in storage. So what is you say you're all Mopar, what is your daily driver?
Well, that's just the thing here. For like 6 months, it's like half and half, right? For 6 months, I drive the SRT4 and the Super B. So it's like half and half.
So those
I daily drive each. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was driving my red car through the winter, which is the stage 1, but that one needs some body work. So I'm going to get that done this summer, and then I'm probably going to have to buy a new winter car because it's going to be too nice.
So you actually fixed them up. I mean, obviously the B is one thing, but so you actually not only do you restore them and have them, but you actually drive them, like literally every day. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's dope.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. Okay.
I was about to say, yo, because I know that the winter gets brutal up there also. Well, maybe not. I don't know how the winter is on that side of
Yeah,
Canada.
you know what? It's a little bit milder on this side. Like we don't get as much snow
As much
or
snow,
anything
right?
like
I
that,
figured
but we
that.
do get cold. And we get like tons of rain too. So it's not so bad. Like an SRT Forest front wheel drive with winter tires, you're totally fine.
You can do it.
So
Okay.
Nice.
yep.
Well, hey, garage driven, modern day muscle. You guys have anything else for Miss SRT Jovita?
Yeah, I just want to tell you thanks for coming on the show tonight. We appreciate you. You could be anywhere in the world doing anything you want, but you decided to come on with us. Even last minute, you decided to come on.
Yeah.
And I just want to tell you we truly appreciate that for you coming through tonight.
We do.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah,
we do.
Thank you for being on the show. It was a pleasure. Oh, everything good?
Modern day thought she was logging off. He was like,
no.
Oh, what's going on? I was like, what's going on?
Someone was calling me still.
Yeah, I heard the vibe.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, well, bye then. I was like, damn, I didn't even get to talk. but no, thank you for being on the show. Especially last minute. It was awesome doing the show with you. Your background is awesome. I'm a big fan of that. I love your car collection. I think that's all. I think that's all super dope. Like FaTKaT said, we're gonna get with you in the DMs, and we have something to say. But thanks again for being on the show.
Oh, thank you so much. It was my pleasure.
We greatly appreciate it, man. So SRT Jovita, anything else that you would like for anybody else to know, to what you got going on, or anything else you would like to say to the world? Because this is going out to the world for everybody to see. So
basically, I don't know. I'm just kind of a simple car gal that loves Mopar. And I don't know if I could just give a message to all the ladies out there to get into it, because I think it's I don't know, it's just a really cool culture to be around, and being into cars is really, really cool, and it keeps you out of trouble, and it's just fun, and you meet people, and you get ideas of how to fix up your car or whatever. It's just a really cool community, and it's turned into this huge culture. And like you said, it brought all of us together. That probably wouldn't have, like 10 years ago. I probably wouldn't even know who you guys are, right? So I think that's really amazing. So yeah,
that is great. Yeah,
that's awesome.
That is cool. But one caveat off of what you just said. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. I keep asking these questions.
No worries. No worries.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you have somewhere to go. But real quick,
she's trying to log off, man.
I know she's been trying to log off, right?
I wasn't. It was the Android. It was the Android. I swear.
Yeah. but speaking of which, and I think that was a great message that you said as far as the ladies out there to get into it. But down here in the United States, one of the big things that's become, especially in the lady world, I guess, we see more and more ladies actually getting into like racing, like drag racing, not on the street, but drag racing and things like that. Like, is that something that you guys see as well up there in Canada? Like, getting more into drag racing, especially on the women's side of the house?
Yeah, definitely. So I have actually met drag racer Leah Pruitt, and I met her.
We were just there the other day.
Oh, were you? Yeah.
Like a month ago, yeah.
Yeah, I actually did like a few little videos with her, and I've met her, and she's so cool. And actually, last year I was actually supposed to start drag racing. But our track got closed. So we do have a track here, and everybody's starting to get into it as well. Not so much ladies, but yeah, I would definitely like to see that out here. I think that'd be really cool. So yeah, that's another goal for me for 2021 to start trying that, because I've never tried it yet.
It's fun.
So.
That's addicting, honestly. Once you
yeah,
get on
that's
that
what I
line,
heard.
once you get on that line and you start making those passes, it's just you want to aim for better and better, for better time. It's like, you're racing against yourself. You're racing against that time. You want to just do better.
Sure.
So that's most definitely addictive.
Yeah, that's definitely cool for me.
That's pretty cool. So again, SRT Jovita, we appreciate you for coming on to the show. Especially last minute. Like garage.
Thanks for having me.
You could have been anywhere, or you could have been like, no, it's too close. And it's I don't have enough time. But again, we greatly appreciate that you decided to go ahead and come on. And I think it was pretty dope, and a lot of people, you can see that in the comments that a lot of people, I don't know if you've seen them as we were putting them up, but a lot of people appreciated, giving an insight on Canada and not on Canada, but the scene in Canada and how it is, and I think that was much appreciated. So again, we appreciate you. Please, everyone, if you're not already following her on IG, please go and follow her. It's in the description. If you're watching us on a replay, her YouTube channel is also in the description. And she just said she has a series coming out on rebuilding the ACR. I think that's going to be kind of dope because you don't see those cars every day. So that's going to be a dope series to follow. So yeah, man. So please go show her some love. Go straight from here to to her IG and to her YouTube channel, and that's going to be it's going to be super dope to follow. Go ahead, Monica.
Thank you. Can I just show you guys something really quick before we leave? And you can still talk, and I'm just going to go grab it. Just give me 1 sec.
Go ahead. Well, we can still talk amongst ourselves.
What's going on, guys?
I wanted to show you guys that I have.
Oh, wow.
So this was actually, it's not a custom. This is actually something that was made of the exact car that I have. So it's kind of cool.
Hold on, Marty, trying to blow it up. There it goes.
There we go.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
SRT.
So you said you had that made?
No, actually they made these. Jada made these. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's crazy, yo. The interior, everything, steering wheel.
And the engine is actually
motor.
The same.
Yep, that looks like the motor.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, anyways, I want to show you guys that. So that is one of my cars.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
All right.
So yeah, hey, like I said, we greatly appreciate you coming on and showing us your collection, showing us, kind of around your collection. Anyway, behind you, like I said, I think you have one of the. I think we all agree that you have one of the dopest backdrops, that we've had on this show so far, with all the signs and everything back there as well. Go ahead, Monica, what were you trying to say?
I'm about to say, I just wanted to point something out because I like to, well, not me. We like to, point out first and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. You are the first female on the show that's from out of the country, and I think that's awesome as well too. Because we've never had anybody out of the country.
Yeah. Not only the first female, you're the first person that's out of the country that's been on our show. Period.
Well, that too. First person as well. So 2 of them.
That's pretty cool. Thanks. I feel honored.
Two birds, one stone.
Yeah.
So, I'm not gonna lie though, Jovita. I am a little disappointed because I didn't hear you say "hey" all show. So I was waiting for it. I was gonna
close the show out with that.
Did I steal your thunder? I'm sorry.
She was holding on all night.
Yeah. Well, I was saying, I gave her the floor already, and I was like, man, I didn't hear it all evening, but it's okay. Maybe next time. But again, we greatly appreciate you. Like I said, we do not take it for granted. The people that come onto the show, and like I said, kind of give a little bit of their background and give their story. So we greatly appreciate it. Anytime you want to come back on, you are more than welcome to come back on. Especially when you have, some more of your project being built, and hey, we could show it on camera, or we could talk about it, or whatever the case. What do you want to do? Just let us know, and we will definitely have you back on. So we appreciate you one more time, Jovita, for coming on with us. Appreciate you for being with us. Garage Jimmy, Marty, Muscle, anything else for the peoples?
I just want to tell you thank you once again, and you have a good evening. I guess have a good evening. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you.
Matter of fact, it's still early over there. I forgot it is.
Yeah.
For you,
it's like 4:20.
Yeah. For us, it's like 7 something. It's like, my kids are about to go to bed
dinner
soon.
time. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you so much, guys.
So,
it's been a pleasure.
Yes. So again, we appreciate you one more time, as we always say on this show. Bless up to everyone out there. Big time salute. Shout out to the Free Smoke Squad. If you don't know, man, you're watching Free Smoke. We do this for the culture. Jovita, one more time. Thank you. And we will have you back on anytime.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Hey.
Appreciate you guys. We see you guys later. Thanks for rocking out with us for the hour.